Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 592. The lesson today is the difference between dilemma and catch-22. I often teach a lot of Asian students who Chinese is their first language, and they really have a difficult time with this one because I think the Chinese translation of catch-22 is very much like dilemma, and they have a difficulty seeing between the two of them. Although catch-22 in itself is sometimes difficult for many people to completely get it. And even native speakers sometimes don't completely get it as well. So in this video, I'm going to try to clearly distinguish between the two of them. So let's get right to it. All right. Again, if somebody wants to screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone has or is faced with a dilemma, he or she has a very difficult choice, and the choice is the key word here. Usually because there are flaws with both choices, and one is not clearly better than the other. If one choice was significantly better than the other, it would be an easy choice, and therefore would not be a dilemma. It has to be where there's big problems with both of them, and therefore the choice is very, very difficult to make. In this sense, it becomes a dilemma. Okay, let's continue. Or it could also be a choice in which one can only have one, and the person still loses something of significance, of very much importance or significance, by choosing the other one. So you can only have this one, but you can't have that one, and then you lose something very significant or important too. All right, let's continue. Now, catch-22 is more about a situation that is difficult to deal with, not about a decision. Okay. Catch-22 situation seems like a nearly impossible situation because one cannot do a particular thing, or another thing cannot happen until the first thing happens or is done. However, one is trapped because you cannot do that other thing until the first thing is done. Sounds a little confusing, but this is the whole crux of it. This is the whole point, and I'll explain it as we go along. All right. Okay, so let's continue. Now, we got 3 examples here to show just how it works. Here's the first one. He had a dilemma between doing the right thing and telling the truth, and lying to protect and cover up for a friend. So if he tells the truth, I guess his friend is in trouble, and he'll feel like he's betraying his friend. Or he can simply do what you would normally think is the moral or the right thing and tell the truth, but then his friend gets in trouble. So it's a difficult decision for him to make. Number 2, he faced the dilemma between following orders from his superiors and putting another person's life in danger, or refusing to follow the orders and in danger losing his job and his livelihood. So both choices are bad. And they have to choose between them. Now, for some people, maybe this is not a difficult choice, but for a lot of people, it is a very difficult choice. And that's where it is a dilemma. Let's continue. All right, now, here's the third one. That new graduate was facing a catch-22. Most companies did not want to give this job to someone without experience. But the new graduate cannot get experience because none of the companies will hire someone without experience. So because he has no experience, they won't hire him. But he cannot get experience until one of them hire him, but none of them will hire him. So this is where it seems like an almost impossible situation. I have another example here. One of the schools that I work with, we have kind of a catch-22 going on because due to the COVID, the COVID crisis, they had to stop a lot of classes for a long time, and they reopened. But when they reopened, they were afraid, not enough students came back. And it's the sort of school where it works on a system similar to like a gym. Once you pay the membership, you can go to any class you choose. So there's a lot of choices. And when the students come back, now they say, oh yeah, but you don't have all the choices you had before. You only have a few. So in this case, a lot of students don't want to come back yet until they open more classes. But the school doesn't want to open more classes until a lot more students come back. So this is a catch-22 too. Both ways, you kind of get caught. Both ways, unless the situation changes one way or the other, it's kind of a catch-22. Each is waiting for the other one, but one can't do it without the other one, and this one can't do it without that one. Okay, anyway, I hope it's clear. I hope you got it. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.